What's good, Chaotic Nation? It's your boy Chaos here. Welcome back to the stream. Sorry we've been away for a while, but welcome back to this stream and welcome into the Team Yell Shiny Race. If you don't know what this is, it's an annual Team Yell event that we do every year, welcoming our new members via shiny hunting, which is a very fun tournament. So we do a double elimination tournament. Normally we would request that we do collaborative series and not collaborative series, but multi-streams and collaborative streams. My opponent is like, I don't have time to do that this week, so we're not doing that this week. So that's unfortunate because I really like doing them that way than any other way. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started on my hunts. I'm just gonna double check in our server that I wasn't told that I had a certain total to beat. No, but if you go follow the YouTube channel, it will have all this stuff. So we are back hunting Emolga. We have currently 551 now.
There it is, boys.
Yo, Mitch, thank you for the 26 months. Welcome in. We currently have 26. All right, we currently have 501 eggs done already. The only ones that count are the ones that are during the stream. Masuda odds don't increase as you go on, so it is all 1 in 512. So we are over odds technically. However, in the theme of this hunt, we have barely just begun. So that is that. I hope you're doing well, bitch. Yo, Chris, what the heck, dude? That's a problem, my friend. Capture Chris, please do so. How you doing, man? How was your day? How was your stream? What are you up to? I think I spelled your name right. I did. Cool. Thank you for the follow, Hydro. I'm gonna turn the music up. I think it's a little quiet. If you guys are coming in from the raid, welcome in. My name's Chaos. I do a lot of challenge runs here on the channel. Currently, we are running Metroid Dread Deathless, which is proving to be a task. I haven't played it in a while, honestly, but that's mostly because we've had other things going on, so that's fun. But thank you for the raid. If you guys have to raid run, feel free to do so. If you'd like to, I'd appreciate if you stuck around, had a couple conversations, jeez, and talk through some stuff, see what's going on. Sup, homies? Thank you for the all that stuff. Everyone coming in, appreciate it. I think I got through everything. Did I finish saying what I was saying about the shiny race? I finished saying that. I think I did, but either way, I will be doing the updates this year, so if you're interested in seeing all of them happen, you should just follow the Team Yell YouTube channel. It's gonna be your best case. As I said, I am over odds on this hunt. However, because it is a new race and Masuda doesn't increase, we are starting essentially from scratch according to the number here. So the number that I get will have to be what Blue Emolga gets, which ironically we're hunting Emolga. It just happened to work out that way. It was one of the hunts I needed to complete, so we're going to be doing it. I don't have a number yet, so we'll see what they decide to do when they're going to hunt and whatever. But hopefully we get it quickly. If we do, we will switch to Kaizo. If we do not get it in a reasonable amount of time today, then we will obviously hunt tomorrow. I'm kind of limited in the hunting days. And unfortunately, all of you who are like, oh, Chaos, where's Kaizo? Where's Kaizo? Until this is done, Kaizo's probably going to be on a little bit of a hiatus just because this is going to be my first day of the week that I am going to hunt. Now, unless we have collaborative streams, which is very possible, and I hope it will happen. I hope that will happen, but if we're hunting asynchronously, this will be how we do that. We're looking to sort this stuff. You were fishing. Sorry, I was doing fishing week with my free promo. Fishing week, like shiny hunting fishing week, I believe. So that's pretty cool. Hope you enjoyed that. Thanks for coming in again. Chris is great. Definitely go follow them if you haven't done so already. And follow here if you haven't, if you like what you see. So welcome to the life of the rest of probably the next couple months. Honestly, it's always going to be the next 2 weeks at least. You have to lose twice in the tournament to be kicked out. My history is honestly not that great with the tournament. I think I've won both, at least one game, both ones that I've been in. But I know I won and then I lost twice in a row the first time around, and I think the second time around I won once, lost one, and then lost again. Because I think I made it through losers bracket. And the only reason I made it through losers bracket last year, the second time, was because my opponent and I didn't actually do our race. So that was fun. For those of you on the Discord, and if you type !Discord, we are extending the signups for the asynchronous archipelago. I only have one other person doing it right now, and I do not want to do it with just 2 people. Realistically, I'd like to have as many as we can. But I am going to start it next Monday, regardless of who else joins. So that is that. For the live one that will happen, I will have to create a party, but I am kind of hesitant to pick something right now because I'm waiting for confirmation that I will be able to do it on the days that it's scheduled or whatever. I'm actually not a real big fan of this Pokemon, and I don't like its shiny at all either, but it is one of my hunts. Exclamation point hunts, I believe. You can see what I'm hunting this year. This is one of them. So with all of my races, I'm going to try to skew my opponents to do one of the ones that I have on my list. I will acknowledge that we're going to very quickly run out of things that are going to be done in one stream, or 1 to 2 streams. So it might be not great. And I've never been lucky in the tournament to get a first round bye. I've always had to play. Which is crazy. Ah, crap. No, we press nope, R save. I like how I still haven't even completed the Isle of Armor in this game. Oh, I am out of box space. That's kind of real. Dang. I didn't realize how much box space I had on. I mean, we can kind of push it off a little bit, I guess, by moving all of these out of here. This was all like PDL breeding. So these are like different seasons of teams. All right, and then the rest of them are good. I did have a Molga, I think, on one of them. Probably where I'm breeding this from. But yeah, you can see all my boxes of Emolgas that are here, so that's fun. I was gonna double hunt, but I decided against it because I didn't have the layout made. So I need to do that if I want to do that in the future. But I think it would be nice to start doing some of the, like, to get Sandshrew done, to get the Fossil done, and let's go. I was gonna actually be doing Venonat today if I continued, because Venonat is the hunt that is... I haven't closed the game since we did the stream for the 12-hour 10-year anniversary stream. So it's still got the combo and everything going. I was like, I'm just gonna let that sit there while I'm doing this, but I decided, because I don't have a layout ready to go, we are not doing that. But I hopefully will have it ready. If we do it tomorrow, I will definitely have it ready. Because I've already done my recording for Majora's Mask this week. And I don't have anything else going on, so we're there. Yeah, I got a lot of boxes of Emolga here that I need to just ixnay in some way. But if we get to 100, we're gonna have to do a box clean. So I could have done that already, but I kind of want to wait till the hunt's done if I can. But yeah, we're pretty far on our hunts this year. I'm honestly surprised at how much a shiny hunt. Well, I've shiny hunted this year, I should say. And I guess a little bit in December. But either way, I need to get some of the longer hunts off my board, considering I don't hunt as much. As I used to. I do want to kind of make the board smaller. But I think, honestly, I'll look at the spacing I have left at the end of the year when I start to make the 27 one. We'll see how much space we have and if I want to fill them with shiny hunting events, because that's really the only time I shiny hunt now is during the events. So yes, looks like a long Masuda hunt. The problem I have with being the one who starts the hunt is that you don't have any frame of reference for how long your opponent goes. So it's a little bit tough to manage at that point. But who knows? Like, we could get it really, really quick. Honestly, we're due for a shiny, considering how many I'm over odds right now. I mean, I'm not that over odds, but I'm over odds. I will say the thing I'm noticing is a lot of people are doing soul links in this game right now. Can I get eggs, bro? Like, I've seen at least 2 today of people doing soul links in this game. And I'm like, kind of crazy. I'd like to get back into playing this game randomized. It was so much fun when we did it. It's honestly just because it's new, I think. It's nice to have it be randomized when it's new. If I just put like a sepia filter on, they will all look shiny, I'll just say. Probably should have done that. But yeah, I am looking forward to doing this event. I am much rather would look forward to doing it with my teammate or my competitor in the race, but it is what it is. I know it's not always going to work out. I think I've had really bad time getting people together, and it's also going to be hard for me because I think a lot of people tend to be able to stream during the weekends. Like that's when they make time, and that is like when I do not make time. I mean, honestly, if this race is done quickly, I could be like, hey, my opponent for the race coming up, we could do Sunday. But I think that's going to be a little bit of a stretch considering all the things. Yo, what's up, Capehead? It's going. I'm just hoping I get my shiny soon. I feel like I end up doing Masuda at least once for this race every year. Just at least once. What are we even listening to? It's Kirby, so who knows? It's Kirby. Is that a Batman logo also? That's kind of cool. We're just trying to get our Emolga, that's it. And I think I don't remember when I started this hunt, honestly. I think it might have been during last time's event. But really, as long as you're Masuda-ing, like, as long as you're both doing Masuda method, it doesn't really matter what you're doing. So, because you're all going to be going after the same thing. So, like, we just agreed to do Masuda, I believe. I'm gonna double check. I just feel like I'm telling you wrong things now. Yes. So. Yeah, so Masuda doesn't really matter. I mean, you can, with this event, you can hunt anything you want to hunt with your opponent, barring that the odds to get it are fair and even. So with Masuda, everything being 1 in 512, doesn't matter what you hunt. I was just saying, I don't think I've ever gotten a bye week in this, and this is like my 3rd year doing it, which is kind of crazy. Gaming Inc. or Ravens, that's gonna be an interesting race. I keep trying to get like certain people in these events, and I never end up getting them. Like, I've wanted to race Beefy, I've wanted to race Supa, I've wanted to race Gaming Inc. I wanted to race Spence. I want to race anyone who I did the Cage Lock series with, but we'll have to see. I honestly haven't looked at the bracket enough to know who I'm going against. I just kind of saw who I was facing this week and went, oh, hey. You know, let's just get this set up. Which is good. I'm glad it's done. But yeah, as I said, Wednesdays are kind of going to be my first day of the week that I do this, because Tuesdays I have the stream with Kong, so I can't do that one unless he wants to be like, hey, let's shiny hunt. Maybe I could work with him to get a different day if like my opponent could do that. But bye weeks are great. Guarantees you're in at least 3 weeks of the tournament. I was saying my luck has not been good. I think I've only found one shiny each time I've done this. So this is my 3rd year doing this event. And I won my first race year 1, and then lost twice, I believe. And then last year I won, lost. But my second win was only because of a coin flipper, I think, that I won. It wasn't even a shiny. Although I recommend, if you guys are doing, if any of Team Yellow people are out there lurking, if you are not going to be able to finish your race highly recommend doing rock paper scissors with Hitmonchan. I forget how it's set up, but there is a way to do it, I think, in Scarlet and Violet. Which would be fun. That way we don't have to like find a tiebreaker. Because I don't want to do a tiebreaker for anybody. It's just lame. I'm gonna call it a spade. Let's call a spade a spade. It's lame, bro. Just like, I understand there's gonna be weeks that it's gonna be hard to get like synced up, and like some hunts just take a while, but like it's lame when they don't get completed. That's why we highly recommend hunts that can be done on like one stream. But I think I know there's been people when we've done this that are hunting like legend, like doing resets for like Palkia and Dialga, and I know that they got them like 40 encounters, which is stupid, but like that is a hunt that you should not be doing during this event. It is a long hunt, and like I have so many that I need to do. Unfortunately, most of my hunts, or like what I'm going to be trying to get people to do, is hunts in Let's Go, because I'm trying to finish my decks there. But that's it. Thanks for the shiny look ad, Pirate. Appreciate it. I need it. I'm over odds despite the number. 25 does not seem like over odds, but I've already done 550 encounters, so I'm over odds. Hopefully we're going to be done today or tomorrow. That'll be nice. That'll be nice. You know what you're hunting yet? I even see where you were in the bracket, Ink. I need to look at that. So I want to see like how many wins I have to get to face you, or how many losses I get, or like when should I lose optimally, you know? I mean, ad Pirate, I saw your redemption, so I figured you're here, but you know, who knows? This little rat is being a pain. Yeah, but Basuda is such a good one to do. It's like, if you can do, like, I think a good stream time, I'm going to start there. A good stream time is like 3 hours, at least in my opinion. So that's what I tend to do. But if you can do at least 3 hours, you can most likely get pretty close to odds. Yeah, we're starting hunting on DAs on Monday. I saw you were doing that. I don't know like how you're scoring that. It's like, I'm assuming it's you want to get the target, but it's first to a shiny. Which, great odds, they just take forever. Especially because you're doing them together. I saw that. I did see that. Monday. Everyone streams with hunts. Yeah, unfortunately I wasn't able to hunt with Blue Mocha, which is unfortunate. They had other things planned for this week. And I'm sad, because the number one thing I told Beefy when we were doing this is like, we need to find a way to promote, to really push people to do collab streams, because that is the whole point of doing this event. Like, I don't care, we don't care about the shiny hunting. We care about that people are getting to meet the new team members, that are getting to share time together. We get to, even there's Team Yell members that I haven't really even met. Beyond just being in their streams, like I haven't got to talk to them or anything. So like, this is the way to do that, and it's hard when you don't do it with your opponent. So, but it happens. 2 points, 1 for random, 2 for the legendary. Oh, okay. But as I said at the beginning of the stream, I understand when things happen and you cannot You cannot do a race with your person in call. It's also a little hard to get it organized in a week. So I understand that too. Let me get this out real quick. What's up, Nico? How we doing this week? Also, sorry for being gone for so long. I feel like I haven't been here. I actually haven't been on stream in a week. Yeah, because I didn't get to stream yesterday. Work has just been crazy. I'm honestly exhausted. But I was at a conference all last weekend, so like Wednesday to Saturday, and then obviously I came back and had to work. Had a little problem pop up yesterday that I had to spend all day fixing. But we're back. We're here. Made it. Had a bad day at work. I'm sorry to hear that. Mine was okay. Besides that, I'm running on fumes. It was okay. Also, hi, doing okay. Had a bad day at work. I'm dad. Got him. The server system was being painful, so to the point I cannot. Ugh. Well, that doesn't seem terrible. I mean, it's not great, but that's at least not on your end or somebody else just being a dickhead. But yeah, annoying is definitely a word for that. Definitely a word for that. Talk to the lady, man. I need the eggs. Need the eggs. I honestly don't know the last time I did a Masuda hunt. We didn't do it during the No, we didn't do Masuda during the 12-hour. We only did Let's Go, so I didn't get to do Masuda then. I thought about doing that. Honestly, I think if Tui and Dave couldn't have done Apex, we probably would have pivoted to doing something like that. Well, actually, I would have done more. I would have started Ocarina early and actually probably finished it in one day. Skull Karen, look, I haven't played this game in probably like a year, honestly. That is kind of the crazy thing I think about. I have all these games and I don't play them. So I don't know. I'm replaying through Mario Baseball. I literally just did it like 6 months ago and I'm replaying through it to do achievements. Like I have Donkey Kong Bonanza. I've still not beaten Donkey Kong Bonanza. Just finished Final Fantasy 16. That's nice. I got Donkey Kong Bonanza when I bought my Switch 2 and I haven't beat it, which I find kind of crazy. I think if I got it earlier and it was before Legends ZA came out, I would have been okay. We start Forbidden West tomorrow. Nice. You should figure out how to do a randomizer and join us for Archipelago. I keep saying that to everyone. Yeah, we did extend that. If you were in the Discord server, We unlocked a asynchronous archipelago during the 10-year anniversary stream. I have not gotten it to start yet, specifically because I'm missing the people to do it. It's only one other person right now, and 2 people in an archipelago isn't that great. I think the magic number's 3, so hoping for a 3rd person. If I don't get it by Monday, then I'm going to figure out what we're gonna do for that moving forward. But we'll probably just do it anyway. However, I feel like it's gonna be not as fun just because you're not gonna get stuck. And then it's like, see, that's the thing about, like, with more games, there's more chances for your items to be like more spread out. But it's only 2 people. Like, you really only get stuck if you play faster than the other person, and they happen to have one of the things that you need to actually beat the game. Because you don't need every item in the game to beat most randomized games. So it's a little tough. I was like, I need to play I don't know. I think most of the games I'm going to be playing are going to end up being member series. So like, I know I'm doing Majora's Mask right now, which is a game that I've been told I need to play for a long time. It's been good. I've enjoyed it so far. Besides not knowing anything about Majora's Mask, like where to go and how to do things, otherwise it's been pretty good. So I'm having a good time with that. Waiting for the World Cup match to start. Yeah, that is going on. I saw there was a match earlier. I did not watch it. I used to have, it must have been like a couple World Cups ago, but there was I remember I was at camp, and like every time we go to like eat, the mess, it wasn't the mess hall, it was the cafeteria, had a television sitting outside, so we would just gather around and like watch the World Cup. I did not want to run into the wall, but I want to try the Stuffle. The other thing I need to go back to, speaking of Stuffle, is getting back to my Ultra Sun playthrough. Did a sweepstake at work? What's a sweepstake? I figure some sort of like bracket thing. Or like what we would do for March Madness or something. I don't know. Oh, so yeah, so you're just kind of picking the team. What if nobody picked the right team, though? You like go in order of who got the next closest. It's like, that's the thing with like March Madness, which is cool. Because there is a bracket, you can kind of follow the bracket down the line. It's one of those you draw from a hat. I'm not sure what that means, but okay. Like you're just gonna pick a random person to win the prize from a hat. That seems kind of sad. But I guess it's fine. I was saying with like March Madness, because I've ran a couple of those. It's nice. Oh, you pick a random team from the World Cup, and then you put money. So you put money and then you draw a team that could win. Okay. I don't know if I like that or not. I mean, I guess it's fair because everyone probably. I heard that France was kind of the favorite. I think. I don't remember, but I haven't watched. Which I find it weird that France is the favorite because I don't know anyone French. You got Brazil. That's a great one to grab. Although I don't think trying to think Neymar was on that. I don't think Neymar's playing anymore. Question mark? I don't know. Don't feel like I hear his name. But one player does not the team make. Spain's one of the top. I think it was Spain and France. And then I did not hear anything about anything else. Which seems kind of weird to me, but you know, I don't watch sports, particularly soccer at all. So don't really have a dog in the fight, honestly. Yeah, it's an Amolga that doesn't want to be shiny. Ooh. We're gonna playing Checkered Knights now. I like how I put on a Nintendo playlist and I'm just getting Kirby music. Argentina, Spain, France, England, and Brazil. Okay. So Brazil's 5th, which you said. That's pretty cool. I mean, I think Argentina is always going to be a favorite as long as Messi's around. I think he's Argentinian. Argentinian? Is that how I say it? I don't know. Like Neymar with Brazil is always going to make them competitive. I don't know any England or Spain or France players that would be good. I guess Buffon, but he's like ancient, right? There's no way Buffon's still playing goal for. I don't even know if he's French. He might be French. But like, again, one player is not a good teammate. I also think they're way more fun to be in the bracket when you when you're playing the game. Buffon was like one of the premier goalies. He might be Czech, actually. But I feel like he was a French player. He was like one of the top goalies of all time. I do not know what his first name is. I have no idea, honestly. Zero. Is it Gerard? He's Italian. Okay. That makes sense. This makes sense. But he's old. Like. Gianluigi. Yeah, that's who it is. Yeah, Gianluigi Buffon. Yeah, I couldn't remember his first name. He's gotta be like retired. There's no way he's still playing, right? I mean, I guess as a goalkeeper, you can kind of go till you're like almost 50. I mean, you don't do a whole heck of a lot. Yeah, he's definitely got to be retired. Well, I mean, Messi's pretty old for a soccer player too. But he's like still better than everyone else, so it's like whatever. Am I doing this right? I've got to be. Like, it's Masuda. How did I mess up? How would I mess up Masuda? There's no way. Two years ago. Oh, okay. I mean, I would definitely be like, yeah, I got my last World Cup in, you know, maybe I'll play another year, but then I'm done. But I'm not near well enough to be on any kind of professional team. There might be something to said after I complete, you know, all the challenges I have done. When I finish my career, they'll be like, man, this guy was the GOAT at challenge runs, you know. Maybe then, but not right now. I mean, I got some pretty good achievements. But then again, I watch people play like Dark Souls and like doing no-hit runs, and I'm like, yeah, that ain't me, boss. Cobalion and ZA. Oh, yeah, you just reset. Honestly, I think you can just run back and forth, right? I don't think I'm gonna do that. I need to go back for the Swords of Justice in this game. So I already have Cobalion. Man. Going for Shiny Volcanion. Hi, Shiny. I going for Shiny Volcanion. I'm dead. I think that this is our problem, Nico, is we just play so many games at the same time. I mean, I think my real struggle is I get to the part of the game like, yeah, I don't want to play this anymore. I'm not willing to push myself to finish it, and then I just want to play something else, and I never go back to it. So I haven't beaten Blueprints because I don't really think there's a good like a way to beat Blueprints, but I've stopped playing it. I got a full board. I've got pretty much to the end of the game. The only thing is like I need the perfect alignment of the stars to get everything to work correctly. And I'm like, yeah, that's good enough. I got a trophy for beating every room, but I think I would enjoy Blueprints more if I would spend time learning how to do it because I know they do like bingos and stuff, so like if I got into that I would enjoy it more. But I think I get myself into really niche areas of content that no one cares about, or at least doesn't care that I'm doing it. That's how I feel sometimes. Like Archipelago, I mean, they're actually doing okay as videos. Like they have the best watch time I think of any series that I can remember, but the view counts are so bad comparatively. And like it's obviously been difficult to get this asynchronous Archipelago stuff together, but I also know that like not all of you are like, oh, I want to play Mario Baseball, or like I want to watch the series of Can't play Mario Baseball. And like I don't think Dread is really in anyone's alley, but the fun part is like I guess new people show up, but what do I know? We just try things. That's the good thing about having a challenge run. channel is I get to just play different games. I get to hate them. Honestly, I feel like I'm going to be so bad at Dread when I go back to it, because I haven't played it in weeks, like literal weeks at this point. Get burnt out easily with games. I do too. Like, I remember, like, I never beat, despite the fact that I played XD so much as a kid, I never beat the game until I did a series on it. Because I never pushed myself to figure out how to get past, like, the bosses. But, like, I think with, like, Blueprints, I was okay with it because I'm like, I do want to finish this game, and yeah, I have learned a lot on how to do it, but I got to the point where I'm like, this isn't, like, enjoyable. Just sitting here trying to get a random stipulation to happen. And so I stopped. I mean, I'm essentially, and I wanted to try retro achievements, so I found something to do on retro achievements. I did play Mario Party 5 for a while, but I was telling Jimmy Sunday, the game, pretty much every minigame in that game is a mashing game, and I'm like, because of the controller setup I have, there is no shot I can beat the computers. And I never was good at the mashing stuff anyway, so not like that helps. But I tried to do a story mode on hard difficulty, and I don't think I won a single match. So I gave up that retro achievement pretty quickly. Jeez, I'm gonna have all my eggs hatched. I probably should go to my box and try to sort everything. So I'm probably very low on space. Yeah, it was 3 hatches with no eggs. That's crazy. So much wasted time. That's not what I wanted to do. Well, I guess I need to take a look at the box anyway to see where we're at. Yeah, we are like a box away from being done with space. Well, 60 was probably a good set to do it on. So let's actually clean it up real quick. Then I need to go to home. Yeah, I just haven't done this in a while. So hopefully this isn't take too long. I don't know what other hunts I have. I don't want to really open it right now. Oh, champions. I forgot champions is in here too. I need to get my Pokemon back. I am done with the champions. I just want to get my Mons out. Because I know that there has been issues with losing Mons in champions, so that's why I'm trying not to do it. I did just like send competitively viable Pokemon, well, not competitively viable Pokemon, but things I had bred and stuff. Maybe this is why we're just kind of sitting here. Well, that's working. Let me look at my list of things or hunts. There's really nothing that's quick on here anymore besides just let's go Pikachu stuff. I guess the marked hunt for Meteor could be something I do, but beyond that, there's really not a lot of easy things. I mean, I guess Braviary. Dude, is this accurate for how long this is supposed to take? Look, it's forever. I guess we could do it. I could do Magby in Legends Arceus too. That would be a terrible one for this, but other than that, yeah, we're don't really have a good setup. We've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 3 and 5 is 8, and then 11. Yeah, so 11. 11 of 25 is pretty good. And that's... Is that over half? No, it's not. It's only... So half would be 13. 2 more, and we're there. I think it messed up. Honestly, I don't care if these Pokemon get lost to the abyss, so I'm just gonna... get back in. It's like, this should not take this long. Oh, I have to go to list view and then go to them. And then I release, select more. Yeah, this slow dude. Can you read my inputs, please? Thanks. I really hate that Sword and Shield doesn't have a mass release system. I know, like, not every game does, but like it really should. Considering just how many Emolgas I have, like they want us to Masuda or stuff. I mean, I'm getting pretty similar stats. No, I'm missing a couple, but it's okay. I'm gonna have to do it again anyway. What do you think of the Nintendo Direct? Kong and I talked about it a little bit last week. There wasn't really a lot that I was excited for. Let's see if this works faster. I'm definitely interested in Fortune's Weave. I think that's probably the big thing on my list. That's really all I could say about that. I have so many shiny Pokemon, this is crazy. Looking forward to Dragon's Dogma 2. Yep. I have not played any of those, so I can't say anything about them. Oh my gosh. This is the worst. Not only do the buttons, like, not work and it's so tediously slow, but there's just so many better ways to do this that we just don't have access to. Final Fantasy 14 was coming to Switch 2. I mean, they're porting like everything to Switch 2, right? Why would you not if you know, people are going to want the system? So you might as well, you know, do everything like that. All right. We still have plenty of this to work through. I need to spend time in Pokemon Home just getting boxes set up. Like, so I can have my actual shiny living decks in here, but that's a lot of work to do. Especially with so many shinies. I mean, I guess that's kind of why the Dex tracker is there. It shows what I have and what I don't have. But what it is. It'd be nice to have it be like, hey, here's a visual look at everything I have. I guess they do that too, but they're like actual Pokemon. Can we please just get everything? Surely I don't need this many Pokemon. There's so many Emolkas. So many boxes full of them. If you're like, I thought, how have you only done 61? Because the first time I've done the hunt. Like, this is so many Emolgas. It's just so many. I mean, we gotta release him at some point, right? I was interested in Kingdom Hearts 2 coming out. If they would say anything about that. Please just work with me here. I'm begging you. Yeah, it's Kingdom Hearts 4. I meant 2 is like in also, not is in number 2. Oh, my Switch is in military time as well. And the thing is, I still have so many more to get rid of. Kind of crazy. I'm really excited for Fortune's Weave if it's on the same path as Three Houses, because I think Three Houses is my favorite way to play Fire Emblem. And I know like traditional Fire Emblem fans hate that, but it got me into the series, so I think it's fair. So like, you shouldn't be able to switch classes and stuff, and I'm playing a Fire Emblem where you can't do that. I need to go back to play that too. And just can't because I'm got too much other stuff on my plate. So, and it's kind of like the mobile, like I'm not good at playing handhelds like at home. I like to be somewhere else playing them. So it's a little hard. All of them are on this handheld device that I, don't like to play in my own house. I say it doesn't really matter. There's so many that I'm gonna have. We're close to done. We're close to done. That's a good sign. That is a good sign. It felt like an eternity, honestly. All right, so let's get rid of that. I'll open again if I have to update. I still think I'm gonna have to come back in and do it again. There's more than 100 here. I mean, we know I have to do it at least 5 times, at least 6 times actually. Considering that I have over 600 encounters for this thing. At this, well, I know. No, I don't. No, I don't. This may just, in fact, be the last time. I remember trying to use Emolga in a draft league in Sword and Shield. Here's a cool strategy that I've never got to use again, but not that I want to, not that Emolga's good enough to be really using that. All right, so we are almost done. We're literally so close. All right. We finally did it. Now I can go back to swords. Ooh. I really don't like doing that. I really don't. That is honestly a thing I'm really looking forward to with the next game, is having the access to do this all in game, but also if I would have to do it, do Masuda again. Hopefully they have fixed it so it actually works correctly. Look at that. No Amolgas. We're just gonna release you. That way we have a fresh set of boxes. And it lines up with the number of eggs we have, because it should be every 30. It should be a box. Which we have done. So now we start over again with the new guy. I know a lot of people like to do the 5 in a row and then hatch a bunch, but I don't really like that method. I never liked that method. So here's my plan actually to play some more, to get more game, to play more games. I think I'm not able to do it yet, but once I'm able to, I'm gonna be trying to get a gym membership, and I think most of what I'm gonna try to do is walk. So anytime that I'm on the treadmill walking, I'm gonna have my either 3DS playing something or my other console, and I'll be either shiny hunting or playing the game or doing something. That way it's not, one, it's not boring, and two, it's also, you know, a way for me to play games and do something at the same time. So that's fun. Do an incline walk. There will be some sort of incline walk for sure. For sure. Absolutely. Just to kind of keep everything going. And I wish they were hunting. I'd be like, hey, it's done. That's what I do at the gym, incline walk. But it's like, I honestly just need to do it more. I don't want to be a 30-year-old complaining that my back hurts, you know? So I might as well work at it now and then. It's like I do like an exercise class once a week. So I am getting things done, but once a week is bubkiss in the realm of everything. And I definitely think with how hot it is, I definitely will not want to be walking outside. I could go to a gym. I could get I could do some reps of some weights. I could do some walking every day. You know, that would be good. I think that would be really good. The membership expensive there? I don't remember what it was. I don't think it was that bad. I think it was like probably like 36 to 40 bucks a month, which is for like $1 a day. I mean, if I plan on using it every day, you know, that's how I justify it. It's like if I can get it down to the daily rate and realistically go, okay, well, I'm probably not going to use it 2 days a week, so that gets rid of, you know, gets rid of 8 days of that total. So then what now is the price? So boom, makes it easier. But I don't know. I haven't looked at it in a while. I've had some issues with being able to get there to do it. And also just a crazy work schedule, so... Come on, lady. Eggs. Eggs. I hatched this one before it. Give me another egg. Eggs. I wonder if anyone will take me up on doing Scarlet Violet eggs. Masuda eggs. As the hunt for this. I doubt it. I really do. I don't think anyone likes it. I definitely don't. That's why I haven't done it, which might make it come off the list for next year. That's the other thing. It's like I gotta really gauge what I want to do with the hunts, because I don't ever see myself going back to do those. Like finish the starters in those games. Like that was the way you could shiny hunt them, and I'm like, eh. But to be fair, I have gotten all the starters. I think I need 2 more instances of the cat, and then I'm actually done with all of their lines. And with them in DLC, you know, and I can hunt them in the wild, there's no reason for me really to Masuda them anymore. So maybe I just do the cat. But unfortunately with the PC Switch, I lost a lot of my information. I just actually found today my list of hunts and how many encounters I had on them. Which I thought was kind of crazy. I'm never going to have a full set of eggs, am I? Yeah, I'm definitely doing it right. I was gonna say, that's not an English ditto for sure. Not at all. I was going to play through I did do that actually. I have Escarlata. When the Ditto, and it's synced to when the Ditto things were happening. So I've gotten was trying to get a 6 IV Ditto via the dens. And that's Spanish, so then I would have multiple kinds of... I would actually have a Ditto that I work for. But trying to get a 6 IV Pokemon in the wild is nuts. Especially a shiny one, but just getting one that I got myself would be cool. So all of the other ones have been like I've been trading for. Do I finally have a full box? Yes. Okay. That is good. That is good. Yeah, I don't know. I think I have to reevaluate with like hunts that I've not done. Like I have, so my notes, I have notes for Sandshrew, Emolga, Giratina, and Mesprit and Xurkitree. I think those are all hunts that I could still do. I don't even know what this is. And you'll be glad to know, Nico, I threw away a sticky note today. Yep. I did. Apparently England are winning so far. This would be a great time to get, you know, a betting app and do stuff, but I find with the betting apps that I just do terrible, so. Trying to think what's on the bottom of this. Oh, it was the 2E Talks questions. Honestly, I've had this sticky note for such a long time. It's crazy. It's not even a sticky note because it has my old setup on it. And by old setup, I mean it has my old hotkey bindings for OBS since before I had a Stream Deck. And I don't even know how long that's been because I've had a Stream Deck for a while. But it had information. It was where I was tracking my shiny hunts for a long time. And then it became, I don't know what it says. I don't know what the random names of Pokemon on there are about, but I'm really only using it for the tracker of the 5 hunts that I have on hold, which is this is one of them. So oh, I don't even have a Litwick on here. That sucks. You get rid of most of your sticky notes. Well, I might be able to get rid of this one too. That's right in front that I'm looking at. So I have this one, this red one, because it has my notes for my hunts. I have a yellow one that has Ocarina of Time randomizer notes, specifically the frog puzzle. I have one that was the 3-team playthrough that has literally just 3-team playthrough and my team for. Probably could get rid of that one, but I'm not going to. That's my 3-team playthrough stuff, but that's done. I have one that's a draft league note that I will never get rid of. I have stuff that's for editing. I have actually a couple draft league notes. I have a recipe on one of them. I have blueprints notes. And I have, I'm going to actually get rid of the blueprints notes. Yeah, I got rid of one. Happy. I got rid of 2 today. A recipe for rice pudding. My mama made rice pudding. And I'm like, can you give me a recipe? She's like, I just kind of do it. Well, can you give me a ballpark? So, I haven't made rice pudding in a minute. I have a one with my notes for when I change jobs, honestly, which is crazy. Yeah, I have one for if I went to buy a new guitar, what I wanted. Love to see this. It's actually pretty organized. So I have like on the base of the monitors, I have 2 sticky notes on my left monitor and 3 on my right. But again, it's mostly because the showdown notes. This is actually school notes from school, but it has important informations. I don't know what really it's supposed to be. I don't really use it. Oh, it has my when I had to do graphic design, my notes for how to get onto my website. And then I have a pad that has my stuff for Jimmy and I series. And a note for a project that I want to work on that I haven't committed to. But it's honestly not that many notes. I used to have like 15 on my desk. I have like 12. They're pretty good. To be fair, I needed to have more things written down. Also, I pressed it one too many times. We're at 78, not 79. Do your job. Give me eggs, lady. I don't even know what this is from. I know it's Jump Up Superstar from Odyssey, but I don't even know where this plays in the game. I want to get a new desk. I think that's on my list of things to do. Because I want to have a longer desk. My desk isn't really that long. I want to do something about my my storage. I'd love to have a standing desk too. I really like that about Jimmy's setup when we did marathons and stuff. Especially when we were doing the Switch Sports. When we did that video, it was nice to be able to stand for like bowling and stuff and not have to really do anything different. So that was nice. But I don't see myself ever buying a new one until this one's like, hey, I literally can't hold anything anymore. So I like to run things till they're done, like till they're unusable. Plus that's money. Like I don't really want to spend money on that. I might, when I move, I might leave this here. It might be something that I leave behind. Because it's not something I necessarily need, but plus now that I've been doing archipelagos, I kind of want a third monitor. So I don't think I need one as much as I would like, but it would be nice to not have to like turn my head sideways to have to play a game. It'd be nice to look straight ahead and be like, I'm playing the game. Hi guys, you know. I will look slightly to my right and then look to the left to see the chat and stuff, but I think I got the egg. That's the weird thing about this dual monitor setup. Like it's just not good. It would honestly be nice it wouldn't work with the setup with how I have everything, but it'd be nice to have like bottom top that setup. But however, I do not have that ability, because if I would do that, I would block out my ring light in my I guess I could like stack it above my camera, but these monitors did come with a mount, so I would just need to be able to mount them. And honestly, it'd be great just to get a third one of this. The same monitor, maybe get a little bit bigger monitor. Well, then I would have the same issue, but because the issue would be I would want to put that one in the middle, and I'm pretty sure the mount wouldn't support them that far apart from each other. But also, it would be nice to have a main monitor so I didn't have to use a mount for my camera. I could just mount that to the monitor itself. But that's just me complaining. Not complaining, but, you know, asking for stuff. You know, what works. You get used to it. You get comfortable with it. It's fine. I think honestly that if I would do anything else right now, I'd probably want LEDs in my, I know it's something you don't see, but LEDs in my box for my setup, like in my hard drive, because I have ports. I just didn't buy any lighting that went with it. So I also want to replace probably the two signs over here, the Charmander, because once I move, they're at the point where they're like bending and stuff. They were cheapo, so they really just need to go. And so I would get something else to put there. It'd be nice to like have a Sonic thing. But I think there will be some things that I'll let go of when I move. I definitely know that. Actually, I have a whole basement of stuff that I got from my parents' house because they just moved. Like, we don't want this, so I have to figure out where that goes because it can't just sit there where it is. That's not gonna work for me anymore. I need to build time. I'm not good at like taking time to do things because I press myself so hard with like content and with work, and I'm like, I never take the time just to kind of like do stuff that doesn't need to be done but probably should be done, you know. I want to do what I like to do, which is make content or go play games or something like that. There's definitely some work to be done because I kind of just got, luckily I had some storage set up down there and it was nice for that, but I don't want a bunch of junk. I'm just gonna have to keep moving. Yeah, my desk is not any more or less junky than it normally is. It's enough. It works. The one thing I do like about the storage is it does give me a bit of space. So like the door, I'm not like looking at the door. I can see the door if I look like closely, but I'm not like staring at a door. And the storage is nice because it's been where I kept my games and stuff. So it's not the worst thing, but I've had this desk for a long time, honestly. Why did I agree to do this again? I'm not a shiny hunter. Why am I doing a shiny race? Yeah. Did you ever think about that? I don't even know what your name's supposed to be. I'm just gonna say lit because that's what it seems like. Hi. Come in. I'm not a pro at anything. I don't know what you're talking about. But how is Hans? Not good. That name looks rage type. Yeah, it does. It could be better, Alexis. I could be done with this, but Amolga wants to be one of them over odds hunts that just is a pain in the butt to do. So it's fine. I mean, I don't look over odds. I keep saying that, but I very much am. Yeah, I don't know when I started this. It's been a while. Probably like last race I started doing this. I went, what do I have in my box that I can Masuda hunt? Because I think we agreed on Masuda. I'm like, oh cool, Moga. And then I did it for like 3 races and I never got it. So here it is. Again, back in all its glory. So it looks like we just started. Yeah, I have an additional 550 encounters. And then what it says. That's just what we've done today, because starting a race with someone, you have to start at 0. So, well, it looks like I'm under 100. I am, yeah, about 100 over, which is fun. You can help me by giving me an egg. That's what you can do. Yeah, kind of. I have my list of hunts that I've been doing, or like that I want to do or have been doing, and I sent that to Blue. In order to kind of see what I could get them to agree on. They're like, here, let's just do this. I'm like, okay. Yeah, I guess they like Amolga, so it makes sense. I hope that helps. I really do. I really hope the shiny luck does help. Yo, what's up, Dave? Sorry, I had to do it. Yo, Pitbull, where? Anybody else see Pitbull? I don't see Pitbull. I didn't realize when we were doing that series, I didn't realize what you were saying until I was editing, and I'm like, oh, he's doing a Pitbull thing. That's what he means by saying Dale. Then I got it. And then the edit happened. Man, I just don't have patience for shiny hunting anymore, do I? I don't know, I guess it's like, it's a stream thing, potentially. So I seem to enjoy it when I'm off stream, but also SOS is a lot more fun to me than Masuda. So, there's that. What are you guys hunting for your race, if you figured it out? If you have a race, I don't know who's doing what. Dale was too scared to do the tournament this year. I mean, I understand it. It's a bit of a commitment, considering every week you have to, you know, do your race, get it done. It's like one of the only shiny hunting events I do. I should have checked that Stuffle. Is it still there? Nope. As I'm finding out with people, you know, commitments of more or greater than like 1 second is hard to commit to. Ty, you and Ty are racing for Omanite. Omanite. Sword and Shield DLC. And you found it at 133 plus where he is. Yeah. Right, because the Shield DLC is Kabuto, isn't it? Yeah, I honestly forget this game has DLC sometimes. That's pretty good. 3 of 3's Actually, really good. And he did wild you did wild encounters, which is also kind of crazy. But I guess you guys want more than I do. Yes, what we'll be doing this week until I'm told that they have gotten it or I am done with the hunt. I was hoping that we could get it done quickly today, but I think if we find it now, I will probably just end. Because if we find it quickly, we will... If we got it quickly, I would have done some Platinum Kaizo. But I only have today and tomorrow to get it, so... It's not great. I will at least get to odds. Assuming. I mean, it's honestly taken... I mean, I did have to go to do Pokemon Home stuff, so... This might have to be a hunt that I do off stream. There's 100. A nice Chris Hundo. Nothing. It was like, if it takes an hour and 45 minutes to get 100 encounters, we got a problem. But I also know in that was Pokemon Home, and it's about, I don't know how quick it is. Feels like you should get an encounter about every like 30-40 seconds. Means you should be doing 100. I think it's typically the rate from Masuda. I feel like it's been 100 encounters per hour, which means we're very far behind, but I don't know. I don't remember. Maybe it's 90, maybe it's 60 per hour, 1 per minute. That would make more sense considering where we are at time-wise. I was gonna do a double hunt today too, and I was gonna do some Sandshrew in Let's Go, but I don't have a layout made for that anymore, or at least it's not here. And I'm gonna look at putting that back together. I never like dual hunting layouts. Just it feels weird because you don't have the right amount of space to put everything. But maybe we do like game face encounters on either side, but then you don't like, where am I gonna put the TBL race logo thing? I guess above the face cam. That's where it could go. Figure out where chat and stuff go on the sides and stuff. I don't know. I was gonna not do this today. I was actually gonna play Kaizo, and I went, oh, well, I kind of need to get it done, considering I only have 2 days really to do it. You know, maybe Buamoga will have way better luck, and we're just done, and we're out, and then don't have to worry about it anymore. That would be great. But I don't think they were going to start hunting until tonight. So, time before... There's time before I get to know that information. I will be doing my progress report at the end of this. Egg should hatch, yep. Okay, it did stay. Ba-bum-boom. You said overnight. Is there anything else you were looking at hunting? And for the event? I always point people to my hunts for the year, exclamation point hunts. Which I'm proud to say I'm at 11 of 25, which is really good for me. Considering I'm not a shiny hunter. I think it's the year I've completed the most. And I don't shiny hunt. So I just find that funny. I usually hand off my shiny living decks and say I'm cool with whatever. Oh, that makes it easy. I'm pressing my decks or my bingo card or whatever you want to call that. My hunt bingo card. So that's really the list of things that I'm trying to get done this year. Hunts that I've had on hold or whatever. I mean, most of it's let's go because I'm trying to get that dex completed. I never finished it, and I only have a couple left, so it's really where we're at with getting them done. But I definitely want to add more shiny race, or not shiny race, but shiny event categories. Because I only had 3 on there this year. Yeah, I only had 3 on there this year, and 2 of them were taken by Madar, and 1 of them was taken by Naughty or Nice. So but it's nice to have a list that whenever someone would be like, hey, you're shiny hunting today, okay, I know what to go for. You won't exactly stick to it. What's the point? No, I'm just kidding. You can do it. I mean, do what you want. Honestly, I like having it because there's so many things that I need. It's just nice to go, hey, what's on my card? Here's 25 instead of 125, or sorry, 1,025 rather. It would be nice to actually get the living decks done from Let's Go. Specific, like one game's living decks done. I will never do that in another game. So I want to at least get that done there. You forget to update it. It's fair. I mean, my updates are literally just saying, hey, it's been done. You know, in January we'll do something else. But we're almost halfway through the year. I'm just under halfway done. I'm definitely gonna limit the card down next year. I guess it'll be a 4x4 or a 3x3. So depending on if I want to do 9 or 12, it'll probably be a 4x4 if I had to guess. 25 is just a lot, considering that's 2 per month essentially, and then an extra one. Where, you know, having 12 is a great number. 1 per month is really good, especially when I don't hunt that often. That will probably what we could take it down to, but it also depends on like how many of these we get done this year, because if I can't get it under, if I can't get, you know, at least 13 hunts completed, so we have 12 left, then I can't do that. I'll have to do another 5x5, and I'll probably just fill it with the same board, but events, shinies and stuff. As I said, we were sorely underestimating how many event shinies we would get, even if one of the events that I normally do did not happen, which was the case this year. Not sure what's up with that, but I do have a redemption that you can do on Twitch if you have enough channel points to make me shiny hunt. Just no one clicks it. So we added that during the 3-team hunting. Like, oh, what if we did, you know, where you can make me shiny hunt for a stream, and then I'll pick something off of the list to go for. But the good part is a lot of the hunts that I have left are dual huntable, I should say. I mean, honestly, if I bought a third capture card, I could do triple hunts. But I don't use both my capture cards enough to justify getting a third one. It would literally just be doing for triple hunting. And yeah, I mean, my having to is really only for double hunting, which I don't do much of anyway. But I bought it, so I have it. Well, yeah, I can't go buy a third one. It's just too much. Just way too much. The triple hunting would be great, honestly, if you could manage it. I mean, I see these people doing 4 and 5 screens, and I'm like, how do you do that? Like, I've done 4 once. I've seen 9, I've seen 12, I've seen like 24 screens. It's ridiculous. Like, I did 4 when I did the full odds showdown when I was hunting EV and XD, because I wanted to participate, but I didn't realize full odds meant like the original 1 in 8,000, not 1 in 4096. I'm like, oh, well, I can do plenty of 1 in 4096 hunts. Like, no, we mean original. I'm like, I don't have a way to do that, unfortunately. So they're like, oh yeah, we'll let emulators be in, but that was the only way I was going to be able to do that. Otherwise, I would be doing Celebi. I mean, I was doing Celebi on top of that too. I would have to be like, get my camera to show you Celebi, and it would probably be, honestly, it would probably be me doing this, going, hey, I'm hunting Celebi. You don't get to see anything, but we get to talk, which nobody wants. Or me trying to figure out how to finagle a second camera, which honestly, that's not too difficult, because it would be like putting it so like on my desk here and facing it towards the monitor. And then putting the DS in front of it to hunt. I need to go back and finish doing Celebi. I think the long hunts that are I like full odds and those kinds of things are not my forte. I like gimmicks. So that's me. And unfortunately, I have a lot of full odds hunts in there, so that's what that is. I got a couple DAs too. I mean, I definitely want to. I'm gonna keep at least one DA on that board at all times. But I was at least smart enough to get the other DA things off of there, I think. I think if I did a DA, if I did DAs with some, I like what Gaming was saying earlier with their race. You know, the legendary at the end is 2 points, assuming that's really your target. But if you find a random one on the way, you get a point at least. Why do I have a reminder for today? Oh! I must take a moment from our stream, my friends, to get Majora's Mask up for the day. It's not really a great system, to be fair. This. Sorry about doing this. Here we go. Yeah, so if you're interested in Majora's Mask, also if like watching the series, if you have a membership here, or if you're a member on, sorry, if you are a member on YouTube, or if you are a subscriber on Twitch, you can watch it both ways. There's a little bit of a workaround on the Twitch side of things, considering it goes straight to my YouTube channel. And that's really specific for them to get content, but we have a workaround. If you're in the Discord server, you can find a way to get it. So no need to worry about that. All right, we're back to it. Sorry for the brief intermission, but that's to say, like, if you are subscribed, make sure you check out that stuff. It comes out Wednesdays. There's really just not a good day of the week to upload it, honestly, because I was gonna do Saturdays when I don't make content, but then I would have to take it off every time I did the monthly upload, which I gotta think about. I haven't thought about that. Or what's gonna come up in July. It's July 4th too, which is the crazy thing. You know, I think I know what the video is. I just haven't put the work in to do it yet. Which might be what I need to start working on. I mean, to be fair, I'm what, 6 episodes deep in Majora's Mask now. So I can afford to take a couple weeks off to do that. Speaking of Majora's Mask, there's the clock tower. Apparently, good timing. It has been an interesting game for sure. And if you want to see my first take at it, you know, check it out. Members only. I know there's people who have been like really waiting for me to play this game, so I'm glad that I can finally do it for them. One, two, three. Shiny. Yeah. Actually, this might not be Majora's Mask music. Considering I don't, well, I feel like I've played the game. I don't recognize it though. But the bell sounded like the Majora's Mask bell. No, it's a good time. I gotta figure this out. Is this actually Majora's Mask? No, it's from Eternal Darkness. I guess that bell sound can't be from anywhere. That's fair. It's pretty generic bell sounding sound. Okay. Interesting soundtrack. Feels like this is a horror game. I would have guessed it from the title. I don't play that. I don't play them. Ooh. And honestly, we probably, I guess I like the idea of once a week for the members series. I know it's probably going to take like half a year to play through a game, but on the other side of that coin, it gives me the time to pace myself. He's gone. Gives me the chance to like pace myself through and like, you know, if I commit to like a recording session a week on it, I can keep playing the game and also keep up with all the other stuff that's going on. And if I need to take a minute to do other things, it's not like a big deal because I've already put the time in to make sure I'm ahead. Which is very good. I'm getting hungry. I know I'm getting hungry. Guess it is 5. Yes, it is 5. Yeah, so the Majora's Mask series comes out at 5. If you want to see it on Wednesdays, I will definitely be promoting it during the Wednesdays stream time for that purpose. And it'll be what I recommend after we finish, if you remember. And a lot of you are, because you have been gifted a member during the 10-year anniversary stuff. I was saying, like, half jokingly that I need to do that once a month just to like make money off of it. But you know, at that point, you know, it becomes less special. But I feel like there's people who do like subathons every like month or so. To be fair, that's really where you're making money on like Twitch kind of stuff. I was really thinking you guys would do a Winds and Waves, would get the Winds and Waves one done. That's okay. I was honestly really surprised with how much we accomplished and unlocked during that stream, so much appreciated to all of you. I also, with the regards to Majora's Mask, I don't know how pacing is going to be, which is like, I normally would not have uploaded it or I wouldn't have started it until I finished it, so I would have known how many episodes. It definitely should, I wouldn't say should, but definitely could be a twice a week upload thing. However, I don't want to force myself. I have to do it once a week because I can't force myself to have to do that much. on a member series, honestly. And I am editing it, so it will be better quality than you might have expected from a member series. Because normally I don't try to, like, I don't edit those. I think I did for Christmas too. I didn't put in like any crazy edits, but I wasn't like fishing for them either. I'm much more lax, I guess, in those than I am with the regular content. I'm more animated, and I try to look for moments that I could find funny things to put in. Not that I don't do that in the member stuff, but I feel like it comes up more frequently. How about 132? We just did 123, but we changed the numbers. Nah, this thing's not gonna shine for me. Just not gonna do it. Boom, ba-dum, ba-dum, boom. Again, you just put a sepia filter on it, and it's good. I really need eggs, lady, because I'm kind of running out. I'm kind of running out. So if you'd be so kind to keep feeding that that space, that'd be great. It's driving me crazy that this notification's still on my screen. Okay, got it. I got it. I got it. I got it. Ah. Is it? Well, don't tell me what to do, lady. Do what I want. I will do what I want, when I want, how I want. Yeah, I really don't think I'm gonna get this completed this week. I also need to put into this let me just make sure I don't have any open spots. Okay, I do. I thought I did. If we ended up doing like a multi-stream or collaborative stream, then I would need to edit my audio to make sure I can get the splits correct. Or because I'm not using like a Spotify or something to like do the audio, that's a problem. Hard to find like good background music for stream when you're not like cultivating it yourself, honestly. And like you can do like Spotify and such, but yeah, it's not great. I really like the playlist I had, but you know, if I did play it, I don't have premium, so I'm gonna get ads. They definitely don't want ads. That would be bad. All right, amalgam. So we're gonna at least shoot for 200. It's gonna be hard to get there, but we're gonna try. Some will be hard to get there. We just have to keep up the pace. I just don't know if we're gonna actually make 200 in 45 minutes. We might have to like 180 it, which is probably a better number anyway. Try to hit 180. I guess I was getting about the odds when I was doing this for like 5 hours. But again, like none of this makes sense. Like numerically, how do we get such few numbers? I know it was because I was messing with home stuff. Yeah. Really put a damper on all this. Oh, that's what it is. I really like the thumbnail though for Majora's Mask 1. It's one that I'm proud of. Took some work too. Just be shiny, my friend. It's not that hard. I will say about Fortune's Weave too, that we were talking about the direct stuff. I'm interested to see if the characters, because what it feels like is going to be 4 different stories, and none of the characters are going to interact with each other like in a way that you could like recruit them to your, kind of like Three Houses was. So we'll have 4 different playthroughs, just like we did in Three Houses, honestly. Which I guess is okay. I don't know if I'm gonna play all of them or not, but we'll see. I definitely wanna, I don't know who I wanna start with either. That's the other thing. I'm tempted to start Kai because he's kind of like the main protagonist, but the other thing is like they were talking about like an avatar character, and I don't think that we're gonna get one of those either. And I feel like it's just the main character is gonna be the quote unquote avatar character for you for that playthrough. Dude, I need eggs big time. I'm running out. It's gonna be our biggest problem here in a minute, is not getting eggs. Yeah, I'm down 3. We're just gonna do these small little circles till you decide to give me enough. We're really only hatching 2 at a time right now, and that's Don't like that. That's really what we're working on. We get as many as we can. So I wonder why eggs and media are like normally seen as white and green. Like I know is like the Yoshi egg that prominent in the world that that's what we just assume for every egg. Dude. She's making this real hard. They actually started at the DAs. I guess the last thing we did in here was DAs. I don't remember doing them though. Oh, Dynamax December would have been when we did those. Okay. Yeah. Dude, I need eggs. I cannot get encounters if I don't have egg. Honestly, I just want to. I'm ready to play a new Age Fire Emblem, especially if classes are back. Said I don't know which one I've been playing. It's GBA. I don't think it has a subtitle to it, but it's Lynn's story, and the characters kind of all have their like specific classes, and you can upgrade them, and that's really with like different items, but that's kind of it. So it's not like you get to choose really what they become. Kind of choose, hey, what do you want to give them more of, like this part of their skill or this more part of their skill set? So take your pick. Which I guess isn't terrible, but yeah. I'm excited for when Metroid Dread is done, so we get to go to the next series. I know what it's gonna be, most likely. There's something that I've been wanting to get back into. And so I'm excited. I think you'll enjoy it too. I think it'll definitely be interesting. And unlike Metroid, I think it could be done in a stream if we got lucky with it. Or like if I got good enough to do it. Nah, this is just gonna be pain, huh? I shouldn't have agreed to this hunt. I really shouldn't have. I know we're like, according to the race side of things, we're nowhere, but I just have a bad feeling about this. Just have a bad feeling about this. Hey, it's not shiny. Oh, I need to get eggs. First thing you should try to do is get eggs. I was kind of curious when we did the archipelago if any of you'd ever seen it. I see a lot of it now, mostly because I've done one, but I've done a lot of archipelagos, actually. But I see them a lot on, like, my feed for YouTube. It was a good way for us to do a randomizer that, like, we haven't done before. Especially with Pokemon, like, the randomizing of items and not just Pokemon themselves is just funny to me. It'd be interesting if you could make it so every Pokemon that you get in your decks is a check. That might be an interesting way to play it. It would make it a lot harder, I mean, with more checks, but... I think that's the only way to, like, really give it any sort of, like, oomph with checks, you know? But who knows? I don't know why you don't want to be shiny. Why do I know this music? It might be Mario Boss. That's what I'm thinking of. Or it could be like Breath of the Wild. It sounds too epic to be Mario. I'm gonna look. Oh, it's Thunderblight Ganon. I do think that the fun part about the race, doing this TBL race, is there are some people who have never worked with anyone before, or like never done a collaborative stream. It's like, hey, we kind of gotta figure out how this works. Because we were all there at one point, we're like, I have no idea how we even begin to do it. But it's really easy with all the implementations that we have. I mean, even since Skype was around, I would say you could do a collaborative stream very, very easily, in my opinion. Considering all you have to do is jump in a call and then it's there. So because your desktop audio should pick it up, but I mean, yeah, pretty much that. It's just that. Yeah, shiny hunting is fun, said no one ever. I am definitely gonna keep pushing till the end of stream, despite the fact that I'm kind of like with this right now, because we need to get it done. Hey, it's not shiny. That's crazy. Who would have thought? So now we're just getting Breath of the Wild music, huh? That's what it is? Okay. I guess it's fair to people who like a certain like genre of game, but like, oh, we're okay with other stuff too, but yeah, we want to hear our game. Oh, that's funny because I was talking earlier about a Masuda hunt in Scarlet and Violet. I'm seeing people that are doing it, which I find is funny. We talked about how bad it was. I honestly didn't have luck with that either. Like, I had done it for the marathon. I had done it for doing the starters for a long time. I think so. The only hunts I remember doing via Masuda and Scarlet Violet is the Tauros, the Fire Tauros variant, and then the starters on top of the random hodgepodge of field egg group Pokemon that I had in my box for during the marathon. We had spent time hunting them, and I don't remember how many shinies I got during that. I think it was the only thing I can remember is the Shinx, honestly. I can't think of any others that we would have gotten. There's got to be at least a couple more that I got in there. I know Shinx was the first one I got. I don't think I got any via Masuda, for sure. I definitely did not have the charm or figured out how to do anything else. And is there another way to hunt? I mean, I guess the sandwiches. I might have done some sandwiches. I probably did some. I just don't remember what I hunted for on them. I think that's part of the Scarlet and Violet thing too. Is like hard to remember what you hunted for when they all are like the same kind of thing. I guess if you're doing them all that way. To be fair, there's a lot of Masuda hunts that I don't remember doing, but I know we did. Yay, it's not shiny. Woo. I have a feeling that 200 is very easily obtained. And we are sitting at 710 encounters, 711 encounters, considering all of the ones I've done over the history of this hunt forever. Which just goes, like, if I get to odds, I'm gonna be double odds. But we'll see. We should be able to make 200, actually, considering how fast we're going. I was a little skeptical of it. We really should be making 21. Sorry, 210. To get the box complete. So our next box will be done at 180. Then it's 210. I think we have enough time for that. This bike sometimes doesn't handle well. I know it's because, like, if you get interrupted while you're speed boosting, it doesn't like it. Although, I guess Masuda in Scarlet and Violet would be a good one to do for this. Considering you could go with, like, getting Wild Encounter points would count for like some sort of point total. It's like getting the shiny that you are targeting, obviously in Masuda, would be like 3 or 4. Like you make it like 3 points, and then wild encounter should be a point each. And then you'd have it based on the time you put into it, because you wouldn't want to do encounters at that point. You know, who knows? Maybe you do. I think it could work. I think it could work really well. Because I would say timer, since you can't really do encounters, because if someone forgets, you know, you're just sitting there farming wild encounters and not getting any further in your Masuda hunt. So it's a little tough at that point. But yeah, definitely it'd be interesting. It's kind of like the DA. It's just, you know, you have your target. If you don't get your target, but you get something else on the way to get the target, they count for a little bit less. I would not recommend it with this kind of Masuda, since you know, are not running around like a crazy person. I'm trying to hatch eggs or something, but who knows? You know what's really good right now is I don't have to do. I'm not uploading video. Oh, I'm gonna have to do so many in the July Saturday video. All the people who got a sub during the marathon, the anniversary. All the people who got subs during that. I have to go on that video. Maybe because I'm not recording anything or editing anything, I don't have to really worry about that right now, but that video is gonna have me do it. At least update it. Yeah, my hair is just not working with me. It never works with me, but it's bad right now. It is bad right now. Man, I am hungry. I mean, I had 2 sandwiches for lunch, and I'm hungry. I don't know what's up with that. So like I didn't eat. I did. At breakfast too. Very weird. Very, very weird. All right, are we really able to make it to 210? 40 in 20 minutes. I don't know. That's kind of quick. I think we can hit at least 200. We're gonna put the time in. We're definitely gonna put the time in, considering I only have really 2 days to do this. And hopefully, because I don't have the home stuff to deal with this time, we can make faster progress on these eggs. Because I imagine getting the odds is like gonna be where we, you know, see something happen. I mean, who knows? You never know when the shiny is going to appear, but I would imagine that one of us gets it before full odds. Before odds. There's a good chance that we get the 512 and there's nothing that we lost. But I'll have to see if they hunt tonight or not, where they get to. I feel like it's good to be the first one to hunt just to get to set the bar, because it gives your opponent like I don't like nerves doesn't matter, but the nerves of like, oh man, I know when I can end doing this. Which I guess is also good for the other person too. Being like, hey, I know when you got yours, so then I know where I'm gonna have to get to tie and or beat you. I don't think in all our years of doing this that we've ever had a tie with a race, because you would have to get it on the same encounter or at the same literal time. Which is very, very unlikely. Could happen, but very unlikely. I know we've had ties in the sense that nobody's got the shiny, but it's not really tie in my opinion. Hello, that was a lag. Big old lag. All right, so it should be right here, yeah. Yeah, they really just like the Yoshi. Where's mine? It really looks like a Yoshi. You can't see it well, but he's down there. He's down there, the Yoshi egg. I should plug it in and let it light up, because that would be so much better for it. I don't know if it would mess up my feng shui in the back though or not. Definitely if I have a light down there, not on the other side though. Nice. But even if we lose this race, folks, we do get one more. It is double elimination. I would say my goal is to get one shiny per event, so at least if I can do that, that'd be great. Which means at least one win. I guess it doesn't necessarily mean at least one win, because I could get this now and my opponent could be done in like 100. So it's just kind of luck of the draw, I guess. But because this is one of my targets on my board, I definitely want to get it done. Man, I just want to talk about food, honestly. I really shouldn't, but want to. I can't believe how hungry I am. Can't believe I'm this far over odds and not getting a shiny. He says, and then he remembers that Poniard literally went to almost to odds during Masuda. It was 7 times the reduced odds, which is crazy. Am I like pro streamering now? Am I not talking? That's how this works, right? I really just I don't get how they do that. So much better when I have like things to talk about, but I wish I was doing the dual hunting. I really do. And though I guess the majority of my focus needs to be on kind of what I'm doing here in Sword. So I don't know what you would throw in the other side of that. Bum 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 bum. Is there a new Five Nights movie out? I really need to like get into Five Nights. I mean, I need to watch somebody play it. Honestly, it's like horror's not my genre. We know that, but definitely would like to watch someone play it. Yay, it's not shiny. I mean, really, it is just like a sepia filter. It just turns the black to brown and everything becomes a little bit more like dusty looking. Their Slowpoke looks sick, so that's fine. I've been hunting some really bad shinies lately. Like Sunkern and Slowpoke and Omolka. It's like I'm just getting all the bad ones out of the way, I guess. I'm gonna have to hunt them at some point. You might as well do it now. Not everyone's gonna be a winner, you know? It is what it is, I guess. I mean, when there's 1,000 mons to hunt, it's kind of crazy. I feel silly because I have multiple of the same thing shining. I don't even want to talk about how many Charizards or like stuff I have that I just don't need. But I think a lot of that honestly has to deal with Legends games because they tend to be so easy to hunt in that you just keep finding the same thing over and over and over again. It doesn't make it better, but yeah, it's there. If you are on YouTube, by the way, make sure you like, subscribe if you haven't done so already. Show your support. Haven't mentioned that today. Figured I should. Same with Twitch. If you're not following, please do so. Need egg. Thank you. Yeah, 200 might be about where we hit. I don't think 210 is possible without going over time. Oh, I'm in a good spot to get one. I was right there. The good part about this is like you get to go watch like the team do stuff. That was at a really abrupt end. It's probably like, are you still watching? It's funny. It's just having problems apparently. Somebody's internet is stinky. It's not mine. I know I'm live. Yeah, but 200 is a good number to get to, and then we have plenty of time next time. Then I might be having to force myself to resign. And although that I expect them to hunt too. I'm sure this is all that like Spence is doing during this, because he just seems to only hunt Masuda during this event. Which is fair, I guess, you know? If that's what you do, that's what you do. I definitely did my fair share of Masuda. It's probably not something I'm gonna come back to very frequently. I think it's a fine method. I think the ratio is fine. Like 512 is a good number for odds, but just the repetitiveness of this is not as fun. Like when I'm doing like SOS or hordes or encounters, it's like you're still like actively hunting and searching for them, and whereas this is like, yeah, it's just a matter of time. I mean, I guess that's kind of how it is for all of them, but I know there's just a certain je ne sais quoi about doing Masuda this way. You ever want to like go back in time and like watch? I don't want to like, I want to remember what I did in streams, like what I've talked about over the years. Not necessarily go back and watch the videos, because I don't think any of them exist really. But just remember the things that I like could talk about for like 5-6 hours doing stuff like this. It's like I'm bad at it. I'm really bad at it. At knowing what I've said or what I'm doing, or particularly with like how long I've been doing this, it's like hard to remember like all the conversations we've had and things that have happened. But I guess you do the same thing in like life too. You could be like, well, I wish I remembered every like conversation I had with somebody, you know. I mean, you just can't. You're like, your brain can't store that much quote unquote useless information. Not that it's useless, but hard to know all that stuff, or to have that in your brain somewhere and still pick up new things. Like there'd be a point, I think, where you would stop learning stuff, you know. But what do I know? I haven't studied like developmental psychology, or well, I don't even know what that would be called. It's not, I don't think it's psychology, but there's got to be like a term for like brain development specifically. How much the brain can actually store is a very interesting query to me. Like, is there a limit, or like, do we always have like parts of it in the recesses of our mind? And how do you even test for that, you know? How would you even test for that? I'm not sure if you could, honestly. Like having like using a recall isn't probably a good system, but I guess they have those, what are they called? The tests that they do, that they see you light your brain light up. You could do that. And like you can look for the memory part of the brain to be like, okay, well, let's put a little note here and let's see if it if something happens when we, you know, pull up these things. I'll be honest, I look over at the OBS screen and I'm like, wow, it's shiny, and then I look back at the main screen, I'm like, no, it's not. And then I know, maybe because I get a glimpse of like the shiny one. It goes, oh, that's totally it. And then I'm like, wait a minute, like my brain's tricking me. It doesn't remember anything. Now it's tricking me. Like, what's next? You know? Creates a banger YouTube video. I don't know. Hard to tell. Hard to tell. Yeah, we are definitely just gonna hit 200 and call her there. You know, it's not a complete box or anything, but it's a good number to stop at. And so we'll do that. I do really like the hunting and recent things on the screen. I think it's helpful for like viewers that have had to go away. Not to, well, I mean, they're still gonna ask, right? To be honest, you get up, walk away, like have dinner or something, come back, and you're like, oh wow, get anything? And it's like the screen tells you, but they're gonna ask anyway, right? Does like really even matter that it's there? I need eggs, lady. You're supposed to have eggs. Hello, egg. Of course she gets one right when another one hatches, so we're still down one. I mean, hey, maybe we get lucky here in the next 5 and it's just like, yeah, you're done. Could be. Could very well be. We don't know. Could be. Probably not. I need another one, please. All right, so the next egg should hatch like in a couple steps after we get this one. Yeah, 4 in 3 minutes is definitely feels good. I'm honestly surprised at how long that one was from that point in time. Nope. Not today, apparently. Yeah, I feel like 200's enough to even break this between people. Masudas just feel like they are less than 200 or they're over or their odds, you know. They don't feel like they happen 200 to 400. At least in my mind. Or they pull a pawn here to go almost full odds. Which is nice. Very nice, very fun. Would recommend. Used to like that Pokemon. Used to. All right, we got 2 more for the day, and then we are out of here. Definitely gonna go over anyway, so it's all fine. That's what it is. I'm not stopping at 199 just because it's 6 o'clock. You know, that seems really silly to me. I mean, I guess there's people who do it like I have a strict cutoff. It's this time. All right, we're done. Bye. You know? But make it work, I guess. We'll make it work. I'd like to be able to hatch an egg and then get the replacement, which it looks like we can do here. All right, 200 even. Still don't have it. At 750, don't have it. That's kind of crazy. 750 total, 250 for this race specifically. Yeah, that is gonna be it for us today. Again, we'll pick this up tomorrow, barring that it is not complete by my opponent by then. If they are done, then obviously it makes no sense for us to keep going. But for now, we don't know that. We don't know anything about it, so it's kind of up in the air, and we'll see what happens. But we thank you for watching. The YouTube folks, I'm gonna direct you to Twitch. Barring that we have the people still here to raid stuff. We sure do. We just got a bunch of lurkers, I'm sure of it. Let's find someone to say hi to. There's a good bit of people on at this point in time. So it's the question of who is the biggest loser here, or the biggest winner. I think we'll say hi to we can say hi to an old friend of mine who's doing a race currently. Say hi to my friend Gamer Monica. Grab a raid message for you guys. That's why I'm directing you to Twitch, by the way. If you come over with the raid, we can continue watching someone. As I did mention earlier, we do have the Majora's Mask episode that went up. So if you are a member, you can do that and watch that. But we'll send you over to Monica, who is hunting against Cypher, who is one of our newer Team Yell members. They are doing eggs, it seems. In Violet for Quaxley and Boy Coco. So give them the love and the luck in their race for week 1. Very interesting choice. So I think it could happen, and if you're counting the other stuff too. But that's it for me. I will be live tomorrow. I should be live tomorrow. I don't think there's anything going on. Let's just double check before I say that. I'll be live tomorrow for the next section of this. Of course, if my opponent is done by then, we will be done as well. There will probably not be a stream on Friday, which is sad, but probably true. But then at some point I will figure out how to finish this hunt. But that is it for us. Hopefully we get it tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. Please check out these people, and I will catch you in the next one. So until then, my name is Chaos. I'm signing off. Stay safe, and as always, where's that?